welcome back to my channel NCERT Maths with Bardeep. Today we are continuing our chapter number 11, that is mensuration. So today's topic is solid shapes or 3D shapes. As I have already explained in the introduction video that what are solid shapes or 3D shapes in which we have three different dimensions, that is length, width and height. So let's see what are the different solid shapes. This is cuboid. Cuboid is like you have already done in your previous grade. What is cuboid? This is a 3D shape made of rectangular shapes. Okay. Suppose this tissue box is of cuboid shape. So we can see that in a cuboid we have 6 different faces. So this is a 3D shape in which we have this as length, this as width and this as height. Okay. So cuboid is made up of rectangles. Okay. Second is cube. Cube is again a 3D shape in which all the faces are squares. See this Rubik's cube you may be having at your home also. This is made up of squares. Every face is a square. So this is a cube. Okay. A cube has all faces as squares, but a cuboid has faces as rectangles. So now let's see the next shape. So the third shape is cone. Cone is like you have your ice cream cone or birthday cap in which circle base is there and they are joined at a vertex. So that is a cone. Okay. Next is cylinder. Cylinder means we have two circular ends and they are joined in a curved way. For example, this is a cylinder in which we can see we have a round figure. So base is a circle, top is a circle and it is joined in this curved way. So this is a cylinder in which this is a closed cylinder actually in which top and bottom are closed. Okay. So this is a cylinder. In question they will tell us whether it is a closed cylindrical tank or open cylindrical tank. Open means when the base is there but this is open from the top. For example, this thing. See, this is again a cylinder because we have this base as circle, this top as circle, but this top is open. Okay, so this is a open cylindrical tank. If this base is also removed, this will be open at both ends. Okay. So cylinder is a shape which has circular ends on both sides and they are joined in a curved manner. Next is pyramid. You all know about Egyptian pyramids. Those shapes are also 3D shapes, that is pyramid. There are some more shapes like sphere. So sphere is also a 3D shape just like your football or basketball, any shape. So sphere is also a 3D shape or solid shape. So whatever shapes are given in this chapter we will consider cuboid, cube and cylinder. This cone and sphere you will do in your 9th grade. But the thing is in mensuration means we need to measure few values. So what values we are going to study in this chapter is surface area and volume. Surface area means what is the area of this particular shape. Suppose I am considering this cuboid. What is the total material required to make this cuboid? So total material required is I should know the area of this face, this face, this and this. That means total 6 faces area is to be calculated. So when we are considering all the faces, that will be referred as total surface area. Then what is lateral surface area? Lateral surface area means only these 4 sides, means except the top and bottom. So what is application of lateral surface area? Sometimes in your examination question will come that suppose this room is to be painted. Okay. So painting is to be done only on the walls of the room. So wall means 4 sides. 1, 2, 3 and 4. So when we are considering only walls, that is to be calculated under lateral surface area. So when a full, like sometimes question will come, we want to make one cuboid, what is the total material required? In that case, we have to find the total surface area. Next is volume. Volume means capacity of that particular shape. Even if it is cuboid, cube, cone or cylinder, capacity means how much material it can hold. So that will be volume of that particular shape. So this means we are going to study the different formulas of surface area and volume of these three shapes. Now let's see what are the formulas. So let's see how to find total surface area, lateral surface area and volume of cuboid. Okay, as I have already explained what is cuboid, it is made up of rectangles. Okay, so how to find total surface area of the cuboid is, as you can see here, we have cuboid in which this is L, this is H and this is B. So total surface area means we should calculate the areas of each face or each rectangle. So let's see what is the area of the base. This will be L into B. Same area is here also because top is also having same dimensions L and B. So we have two rectangles whose area is L into B. So 2 times L into B. Now let's see the front one. This is L, this is H. So what is area of this rectangle? L into H. If front is having L into H, the rectangle on the back side is also having the same dimensions. This is L, this is H. So this area is also L into H. L into H plus L into H, that means 2 times LH. Okay, so now let's see this part. This is our B and this is H. So area of this rectangle will be B into H. So according to same rule, this rectangle will also have the same area. So 2 times B into H. Okay, so if we solve this, that is 2 times length into width, length into height and base into height. Or if we write in a symmetrical way, L into B, B into H plus H into L is the total surface area of a cuboid. Next comes lateral surface area. Lateral surface area means we should exclude this top and bottom. Okay, so now let's see what is the area of this rectangle. It was L into H. So means this and this is to be included. So 2 times LH. Okay, so 2 times LH. Okay, so this is B into H. So 2 times BH. So what is the lateral surface area? That is, see, H is also common, 2 times H into L plus B. So lateral surface area means only these 4 faces. Okay, so this is lateral surface area. So lateral surface area of cuboid is 2 into H times L plus B, and total surface area is 2 times LB plus BH plus HL. So now let's see what is volume. Volume is length into width into height. So volume of cuboid is L into B into H. So this is about cuboid. Now let's move on to cube. So now let's see what is total surface area, lateral surface area and volume of cube. So cube, as we have already done, cube is a 3D shape in which each side is a square. That means each side is equal. So here we have each side taken as A. This is again of the shape of a cube where each side is A. Okay, so length is A, height is A, width is A. So total surface area means the area of all the 6 faces. So each square has area A into A, that is A square. So A square, A square, A square, A square, A square and A square. So total 6A square. So 6A square is total surface area. Next is lateral surface area. So lateral surface area means only these 4 sides, 1, 2, 3 and 4. Means except this top and bottom. So all is 6a square. So 2a squares we should subtract. So we are left with 4a square. So 4a square is lateral surface area of a cube. Next is volume. So volume means in cuboid we have done length into width into height, but here see every side is a. So length is also a, width is also a, height is also a. So a cube is the volume of cube. So now let's move on to cylinder. So now let's see how to find these particular lateral surface area, total surface area and volume of a cylinder. So as we have already done, what is cylinder? Cylinder has two bases, that is in circular shape and one curved part. Suppose this is cylinder. This top is also a circle, bottom is also a circle and this is rounded one. So what is total surface area? We know what is area of a circle. So this is pi r square. Pi r square for this, pi r square for this. So I have 2 pi r square. But what is the area of this curved part? So let's first find out this. Suppose I am considering this cylinder. So what is this curved part? Okay. So if I am using this cylinder, so this height is same as h and this circular part has radius r. So this is pi r square and this is h height. Suppose if this is the circular part, so what is this circumference? What is this circumference of this circle? This will be 2 pi r. So this particular length is 2 pi r. If I cut this cylinder according to its height, so see we will get this. Okay, I am doing it again. So this is a cylinder. If we cut along its height, so we will get this rectangle. Okay, so what was this length? This length is, as we already know, this is a circular part. So this boundary is circumference of circle, that is 2 pi r. So this length is 2 pi r. Okay, and what is this? Height of the cylinder. See, you can see again, this is height and this is circumference. So this will be a rectangle in which we have length as 2 pi r and width as h. So I can write it here. So when you open your cylinder, so we have this 2 pi r and this as h. So what is area of this rectangle? It should be 2 pi r into h. That is 2 pi r into h, because this is our length and this is our width. Okay. So now let's see. This is equal to 2 pi r into r plus 2 pi r into h. We can see 2 pi r is common. Okay. So this is 2 pi r into r plus h. This is total surface area of cylinder. So lateral surface area again means only this curved part. Okay. Except your top and bottom of the cylinder. So this 2 pi r square is not required. Only this curved part. So what is lateral surface area? This is 2 pi r into h. Now what is volume? Volume means capacity of your cylinder. Suppose I am pouring water in this. So this base area should be pi r square. So this much should be filled till height h. So pi r square multiplied by h. So what is volume of a cylinder? This is pi r square h. Okay. So this is all about these three shapes. Now let's move on to the next topic. So this conversion topic is a very important topic under mensuration, because whenever we are calculating whether this is area, perimeter, volume or surface area, we should be very careful with the units. Okay, the unit of each dimension should be same. So before starting any calculation, you should first check that whether units are same. If they are not same, we will make them same. So let's see the different conversion units that are very important in this chapter. That is 1 centimeter cube is equal to how much millimeter cube. So this is sometimes very confusing for kids. So I am giving you a simpler way to solve. So let's see, 1 centimeter cube means what? This is 1 centimeter into 1 centimeter into 1 centimeter, right? And we know how to convert centimeter to millimeter. This will be multiplied by 10. And if it is millimeter to centimeter, it should be divided by 10. So in our case, centimeter is to be converted into millimeter. So factor is 10. This is 10 millimeter, 10 millimeter into 10 millimeter. Okay, so we get as 1000 millimeter cube. Okay, so 1 centimeter cube is equal to 1000 millimeter cube. Mostly what students will do is 1 centimeter is equal to 10 millimeter. So they don't consider this cube, that is 10 is to be multiplied with itself 3 times because units are in cube. So it's not only about 110, it is about 10 being multiplied 3 times to get cube. Similarly, if it is area, so 1 centimeter square is equal to 1 centimeter square means 2 times. So this is 10 mm multiplied by 10 mm. So we will have 100 millimeter square. So my point is, check the power of unit. If it is cube, multiply it with 3 times. If it is square, multiply it with 2 times. Now let's see meter cube into centimeter cube. So again, 1 meter cube means 1 meter into 1 meter into 1 meter. So meter to centimeter means multiplied by 100, and centimeter to meter means divide by 100. Okay, so here it is 100 centimeter into 100 centimeter into 100 centimeter. So 2, 4 and 6 zeros, that is 10 raised to power 6 centimeter cube. So here it is 10 raised to power 6 centimeter cube. Again 1 millimeter cube to centimeter cube. We have already calculated the other way. So when it is to be reversed, just see, millimeter to centimeter means divide by 10. Okay. So 1 millimeter cube is equal to, we have to convert this into centimeter. Centimeter means divide by 10. So 1 by 10 centimeter, 1 by 10 centimeter, 1 by 10 centimeter. So this will be 1 by 1000 centimeter cube. And if we put decimal, so 3 zeros here, so it will be 3 units towards this. So 0.001 centimeter cube. Okay, so we can write it here 0.001 centimeter cube. So now let's see, these are the units that you have to by heart. That is 1 milliliter is same as 1 centimeter cube, and 1 liter is equal to 1000 milliliter. So if 1 milliliter is equal to 1 centimeter cube, so 1000 ml means 1000 centimeter cube, because these conversions are required in many questions. So 1 meter cube is equal to 1000 liters, and each liter is equal to further 1000 ml or 1000 centimeter cube. So this 1000 is to be multiplied with 1000 further. So that means I write it here, 1 meter cube is equal to 1000 liters. Okay, and 1 liter is further equal to 1000 centimeter cube. So overall 10 raised to power 6 centimeter cube. Because sometimes you will see the question in which capacity is given in centimeter cube, and they will tell you to find it in liters or vice versa. So these are the different units that you should know how to convert from one unit to another unit to make your calculations easier and without any mistakes. So this is all about this video. We have covered everything about solid shapes and conversion units. So see you in my next video with the next topic of this chapter. Thank you.